Todd Kenrick for InGame at MSNBC.com, and we're talking about Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm here with Ray Musica and Greg Zeschuk. Did I say that right?
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, and what's new with Star Wars: The Old Republic?
We're showing a ton of new content here at E3 this year, so we're really excited about the progress and the quality. Behind closed doors, we're showing a lot of new things. We're talking about raids and high-level boss encounters, showing that. And of course, here in the behind closed doors hands-on room, we're showing the world of Tatooine hands-on for the first time, and we're also showing off all the Origin worlds, showing the world of Alderaan behind closed doors too. And I think we're just showing really how far the game is progressing and what a high-quality game it is already.
What are some of the key features of Tatooine? And I know each world has its own kind of flavor. What are we going to get out of this?
Well, I think you really do get. I mean, what we do try and capture is what you remember from the movies in a lot of cases. Particularly when you've seen Tatooine, really should be desert wasteland, and there's sand people to fight. There's all kinds of different tribes you get involved with. There's also some really strange things going on underneath the sand. There's a Sarlacc pit. It's kind of that's one of the things we try to draw on to make it really familiar to players, but also new stuff to explore. So it's really your chance as a player to experience Tatooine.
Now, I mean, you talked at the EA press briefing some about how long you've been working on Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I mean, how many years has it been?
Many. That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that we don't give details on, but clearly we've been at a couple E3s, a few E3s. I mean, we've been this kind of game takes a long time to build. It's really complex. Ray and I have been working on this with the team for a really long time. I mean, it's been something that we've always felt was a really, really good investment of our time and BioWare's resources, and obviously EA feels the same way. They're backing it amazingly. So even though it's a big labor, it's a labor of love, it's a labor of passion. It's something that the team is really, really dedicated to. And now that we're getting clearly towards the end point at some point here, it's really exciting to finally be there and see just the fruits of that labor and see what it's turning out like.
Well, I mean, there's obviously a lot of technical achievements. Number one, you guys actually have decided to make an MMO with every character being voiced.
Yeah.
Can you give me any kind of idea of how many actors that entails?
There's hundreds of thousands of lines of voice dialogue in the game, and I don't know, hundreds of voice actors that were used.
Well, there's also French and German. So it's not even just English.
Simultaneous English, French, and German localization. So this is a huge production.
The duties are likely to take you to the far reaches of the galaxy.
And again, we've gotten tremendous support from Electronic Arts, or a division of EA, tremendous support from Lucasfilm and LucasArts in this process
Lucas
too.
did a lot of production on the audio, the music, the voice on this game, and we've been working really closely with them. I mean, all the way back from when we worked on Knights of the Old Republic, the original one. I mean, we worked with them tightly on voice, and that's why we get this just amazing result. And also, I mean, you'll probably see when you play, there's a little more variety of alien languages. We're trying to be really authentic. It's really interesting to sort of see people that maybe have one or two lines in the movies historically having these big conversations with them. So it's really interesting and a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And you're not announcing any new classes today. You announced some new advanced classes though.
If you have 8 basic classes and then the advanced classes, essentially split those into 16, and then the skill trees Greg mentioned essentially allow almost infinite permutations of which skill points you put in. So every player is going to have a different character essentially, and the choices you make add that extra dimension of customization, progression. And because it's a story-driven choice, your hero's journey is going to be different than your friends, even if you're playing the same class.
Now, obviously, you guys aren't just walking out there saying that this is a WoW killer, but certainly there's a lot of potential for popularity. I mean, there's a lot of people who have already signed up for the beta. How many people have signed up to play the beta?
Beta testing, we have over 1 million double opt-in accounts that have signed up. So, a tremendous pool of a lot of interest.
Considerably more just sign up in general on the website. So we've got
close to 1.5 million.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of. I mean, there's a lot of anticipation. I think one thing we talk about when we research the MMO market in general, certainly the guys who are playing MMOs actively. I mean, it's 75% or more are really familiar with the game and are aware of it, and a lot of those say, "Hey, I'm going to buy it first chance so I can get it and try it out." So it's pretty exciting.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
All right, you guys have a good one. For MSNBC.com, I'm Todd Kenrick.